Hey guys, welcome to the Park Tour of Alpine Falls. Today I'm joined by Creative Dogs
Hello.
and the Ashen Captain.
Hello.
My two wonderful mods on my Discord server. So I think we're going to jump straight into it. Alright, so starting off at the entrance. Got the entrance, of course. And when we get past the entrance, you can either go down to the lodges or into the main theme park. So where do you think we should start?
Do you want to head to the lodges first? Because didn't you build the lodges before the main park?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, may as well go in chronological order.
Probably
Cool.
doesn't really matter. So there's the staff building, and then there's the actual lodge area, playground, the actual reception check-in thing, and then there's just the 7 lodges.
Yeah.
I think you guys have got 1 and 2 over here. Yeah, so Ashley's got number 1, then Creative got number 2.
Hey.
Yeah, it's like vistas across the lake.
Yeah. I think I remember watching the stream where you built the lake stuff.
Yeah, I did this side of it. I did the other side recently.
Yeah.
And of course there's the mini golf. So the 2 shops that are unstaffed, it's just information shops really. Yeah, custom 9-hole mini golf.
So how long did this take to build altogether? The mini golf.
The mini golf was pretty quick. I found a blueprint that had like a similar style, so I was like,
Ah, okay.
These are the pieces that I just made custom things. It's like the style.
Yeah.
But I think probably because like each hole had to be different. I think overall it was like maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 holes. That's pretty much it for the lodge area. There's nothing really of interest around here.
Just a nice little scenic area.
Yeah, exactly. I do like how the reception area came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, came out. I was definitely going for realism, especially in this lodge area.
Yeah.
And I think there's about 10 or 20 just hidden ambient speakers in the bushes. And that's like all the birds and stuff that are probably
Ah, okay. I thought that was just regular Planet Coaster background sound.
No.
Same here, to be honest.
It's like a speaker thing you can do.
Okay.
And then yeah, got the entrance and all like the essentials, like first aid, just the information booth. Did you guys both do the Ready Steady Build competition?
No, I didn't. I did a thing for it. I did a little shop, but I did it on stream. Did you do one, Ashen?
Yeah, I did one. I did a what was it? I did like a little hotel building.
Ah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I built this, and then essentially like a week after I finished it, they announced the contest. I was like, I may as well just build off this. So I did the terraforming, put this down, and just went from there.
How long did the terraforming take then?
I think probably about an hour, to be honest. I had like 3 or 4 attempts, just didn't work.
Yeah.
But what I did is I built up like a massive flat wall thing, and then because the flatten tool kind of limits up there, I kind of went around and just if you use it but don't hover the whole thing, you get this kind of slope thing that looks really blocky, and when you smooth it out, you get this kind of terrain.
Okay.
And then I just made sure this entire area was flat. And that was as
Mm.
Yeah, again, there's two ways really. It's like left or right. If you want to go chronologically, you would probably go left.
Do you want to head left then?
Ashen, what do you think?
Yeah, we can go left. If I can just say quickly though, I have to say I quite like how the water's like slightly sunken down, so you kind of see the tops of the boats.
Yeah, and you can also see like the paths have to go down slightly to accommodate for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, heading left. There's just a little shop area. There's this main one, and there's another one over there. Just
Yeah.
across here. Kind of the two main areas where the shops are. I think there's just one that isn't really in these areas. Yeah. After I think it was Moomin's episode of Isle of Scorth, and he mentioned these, I was like, oh yeah, that'd probably be perfect for a park like this.
Yeah.
So I brought those in. I think these are on one of the TMTK Spotlight ones as well.
I think I've actually got that in my TMTK library.
Yeah, definitely useful just to have around the park.
Yeah.
There's a custom park map.
I know, but I know what I'll be getting after I download after I finish this.
Yeah. Yeah, so then you've got like just like a few flat rides really. And I think there's not really much down this area. It all gets more interesting round the back of the
Yeah.
park. There's the firework area that opens at 6. I've already just realised that it's floating. Too late to fix that now. I've submitted this, so
Yeah.
now I just wait. At least these aren't floating. So yeah, there's the Central Island with the fireworks show. Probably the single longest thing to build. I probably took me less time to theme up the coasters than it was to do the fireworks show.
Fireworks
Of
take
course.
ages.
Yeah. Have you read the story of the park yet?
No, I don't think I have.
The
I
whole
haven't.
point is that this is a dormant volcano, so I only do steam effects coming from the water,
Ah.
just to kind of break up the constant water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fireworks area, all the speakers are triggered, and on the POV or display camera, it connects up to that speaker.
Okay.
So you get the best view, but you still get the music as well. Anyway, we skipped a bit of park with that, so it's the Alpine wheel. Probably one of my favourite screenshots here.
Yeah.
And of course, heading up, there's the first themed area, Black Forest. And the only ride you could actually get into the area is the Claude, which has this
Yeah.
really long, winding queue.
So, what's the idea of the theming of the claw then?
It's kind of like, well, I mean, I started building that, and I was like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to do some kind of secret facility thing. And then I was trying to think of a theme for this, and I thought, well, I could just make it like a sub-area style thing. It's kind of where it came about. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool if it's like a disused area or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've completely accidental, but the clipping means it looks like it's more overgrown. I really like it.
Yeah.
Also, at some points during the cycle, I don't know if it's going to happen now, but there's like flamethrowers hidden in the fence, and at night they kind of just burst off. So
I was gonna.
you come round,
I was gonna.
and I've done custom music for all of them.
Oh.
Well, not custom. I meant like I've picked different music tracks.
Ah, okay.
Alright, hopefully the mic issues are sorted now. So yeah, moving on from the claw. Then the first main attraction, the contest rules said you had to have 3. So there's the 2 main coasters, and then you can take your pick. Either it's the boats or it's the final coaster.
Yeah.
Anyway, then you got the laboratory. Probably, I definitely was like, if I had to rush the theming of this thing, so I was going on holiday and I had to get the video done, so I think I gave myself 3 days to theme up the whole ride. You can see where I've saved time. These buildings just got copied over and over around the queue line.
Yeah. For 3 days though, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Really like that. And then there's the pre-show, which I'm actually not going to spoil. I'm going to leave that for people who download the park and watch the pre-show. My friend offered to do the voice acting for it, but then yes, I think finally there's going to be a POV of one of the coasters. Okay, all right, let's go. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. And there's also music on this one as well.
Do you want us to mute up for it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You can see from here the speaker.
The magical floating speaker.
I think it's the only real point where you can see it properly. So yeah, it's quite a compact coaster. Oh, we're all the way back at the entrance. Quite a compact one. This is the only ride that really goes quite a bit around the park is the RMC. The rest of them,
Yeah.
they have to be compact. There just isn't any space.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was getting screenshots and cinematics of the ride with people in it. I opened just the one ride. I got like 600 people just in the queue or something. I know the queue was overflowing, but it's like, if you really open it up, you get like 2,000 people. The queue goes to about there usually. Alright, let me try this again. Okay, cool, that worked. So, yeah, from the laboratory you exit back down through the dark forest. And that's kind of it. When we have a look at it at night, I'll come back round here.
Yeah.
And yeah, and this is the other shopping area. And I like to think of it as where the enthusiasts would chill, because from here you can see the coaster there. It wraps around this way, and you can see it going to the inversion.
Sit there with their sandwiches with the cameras out.
Yeah, exactly. But then here you kind of got a bunch of shops. You got a couple of juice stands, milkshakes, pizza, chips, and toilets. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that shop area. You can see the realism here. Where I've got like the path down to the fire, the lights things, like staff only, and I included these at all points where there was lake access.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way I got the pathing tool and kind of made it look like I was building a path this way, but didn't actually put it, but it leaves the kind of indent like there's a way out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, see down here you got another really nice angle of the RMC, and of course the waterfall that makes up part of the park's name. And yeah, just kind of like more cool views around the place. And the only non-spruce tree, apart from the ones I used to pretend that were bushes, the oak tree for oak drop, And fun fact, that's just a custom tree. I used some planks and bushes to make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's normal drop tower, but I added some cool theming, just kind of along the queue line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all themed up. And that's just the exit for the RMC. I'll go down it in a sec. But yeah, then we get to kind of the more recent stuff. But first, this is one of the, I think it was the first ride station I did. It is for the boats. And although you can't see it from here, I filled up the boathouse and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we've got cave creatures, and
Yeah.
I did the name over here because the contest, the Channel 5, they have like this kind of meme through these box cats or box kittens that I've got here, and pink penguins. So I
Yeah.
thought, I'll do a ride in like a cave setting and do a bunch of creatures, and I can add these Easter eggs in.
Yeah.
So it's all for fun, but it's just like I hope they laugh. Then you kind of got some snakes, some spiders dotted around, and also a big spider.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go, it's just another flat ride. But they requested highly skinned flat rides, so I hope I've delivered.
It's a nice little flat ride, to be fair.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking of doing is getting one of the dead trees and putting them upside down to look like the roots coming out of the rocks.
Yeah.
But I tried it off camera, I just didn't really like it. But yeah, there we have one of the last things I did. I can barely pronounce the name, so I just auto-generate it. But I think it's something like Fürstenhofen.
I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it.
Yeah, but I added the kind of like the temporary looking sign saying now on Oktoberfest, because that would be a fun way to add some more things. So yeah, there's all the flags, the bar, and then the main attraction, Forest Rescue, which is like the standout thing everywhere. Now, while the storyline for Laboratory is kind of done in the pre-show, there isn't really a pre-show, so I'll explain it as I go through it. Essentially, you've been brought in to help rescue some researchers who have gone into the forest to try and find like some weird things, and you can see that on the coast. There's these two boarded up kind of Gothic style houses, and yeah, the idea is that they're lost. You got to go in and find them again. So yeah, there's the research camp, and then you come around. At this point, you're right above cave creatures, which I think is cool.
Okay.
So you can see there, right above it.
Yeah.
Of course, you go up into the station. Added loads of kind of food, supplies. Essentially, it's a research camp.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess next POV is Forest Rescue. I think this one works better in track view. Anyway, here we go. So yeah, that's the RMC coaster, and I'm back here. But so yeah, that's it. You can barely see it, but there's the welcome back to the area sign there.
Yeah.
And yeah, here are like the Gothic mansions. They even added some smoke effects coming out of them. And if you really dive down on the RMC, you can see that. But yeah, like all boarded up. And I realised actually afterwards that they were kind of floating, but I just didn't really bother to fix because you can barely see it.
Yeah.
Of course, same with this one down here. But yeah, I think the real challenge was making it look like they went into the side of the cliff. Like I had to build this really far back just to make it look like it actually went into here, but it stops just there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that one. Now I need to try and get back into Tejicam mode. Oh, we got an autosave. Okay, that's better. So you're heading down here, you kind of got the flags again. They're all over the queue as well. And then you have the area sign again, so it feels like whenever you go up towards, like on the coaster, on the exit, always like you're actually in the area, which I think makes sense. So yeah. And also there's like the bell tower, you can kind of see that from pretty much anywhere in the park, so it's kind of like a focal point.
Yeah.
A bit like the Ferris wheel is over there, or the top of the Eurofighter.
I think it's also good to have like locations like that, so then it's very easy to navigate throughout the park, because if you remember where something is, then you know how to get back there.
Yeah. I mean, it is a very small park. And then finally there's the most recent area, or just the one ride but mini area. There's Gingerbread Town with the Gingerbread Town Express. And yeah, Christmas tree. And I thought, well, they're spotlighting it around Christmas, and it kind of fits with the whole theme of the place. So the trees mostly changed to ones with snow on them. And then you kind of got the inside of the station.
Yep.
And yeah, Gingerbread Town, it has probably the worst stats, but I like the theming. So that's pretty much it for the three main coasters. I think, as far as I know, the RMC is just under green across the board. I think sometimes when I test it, it is green, a bit strange, and then the Eurofighter is... Well, it just changed, but it was green across the board.
Yeah.
Right, let me just... Actually, we've pretty much been around the whole park. I mean, you'll see, to save on pieces and to also time, you can see, like, in these areas, there's all the bushes.
Yeah.
Versus here, this is just giant oak trees. But I think it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think now we should transition into night. Yeah, immediately you'll see the lights. I'm actually confused why this happens, because on all the uploads it's set to not happen. So yeah, there's instructions just to play the pig sequencer. There we go. So yeah, there's probably kind of like 4 areas that will stand out immediately. I think I'll start with Gingerbread Town. I think it kind of glows, which is kind of what I was going for with a more kid coaster, but I've realised the only thing I've forgotten to really light up is the station. I mean, there are these, but they don't do a very good job. Yeah, so it kind of glows there. When you look at it, I think it really looks like cosy and stuff.
Well, it kind of like... In our house, we've got like old Christmas lights for our Christmas tree. So when you put them on the normal setting, they're all really like yellow. So it kind of looks like, almost like that. It reminds me of our Christmas tree almost.
Yeah. Plus, it kind of like it feels more inviting. So it's like it's supposed to be a kid-friendly experience and ride, and I think that kind of works.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's quite like a natural warm lighting almost.
Yeah. And then probably my favourite one is for the RMC, because at the point where it's low to the ground, it almost looks like it's glowing with the blue lights. And I'm just absolutely in love with how the lights came out. The only point where I changed it up was along the lift with the storm lanterns.
Yeah.
And then of course you got the cave, which is just completely blue. But yeah, for Oktoberfest the area is like blue and white. I see that at Alton Towers at Thorpe Park for their events, so I kind of went with it. Cave Freaks is lit up in green. In hindsight, I probably would have gone for a slightly darker green, but I think it still looks pretty cool. Yeah, and then moving on, this here is very industrial-like, I think, with the laboratory. But then I also added these, just some lanterns around the forest, making it like there had been some people kind of going around there.
Yeah.
On the block sections there's like proper lights and stuff, and also the lift, like a similar thing, it kind of glows white.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I really like about the park is how I put the stations for the coasters not at flat level. I put them higher up, so like the queues kind of wind around to get up there. And if I find an early screenshot, I'll put it into the video, but it's like all the pathing layout, it's all kind of just winding up towards the coaster stations.
Yeah.
You also see in here, to make it look more abandoned, there's like some dark sections. I think if I have a look at the triggers, there are some flamethrowers kind of in there. This will happen in a few seconds. Just here. And it should do. Could probably just play it though. Does it? Oh right, it doesn't want to play. I know there's also an explosion somewhere. I think round there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you move on to the laboratory, and I added loads of the kind of warning lights.
Yeah.
But then from farther back, it does look quite cool, like there's some red accents on it. If you know what I mean. But yeah, and then kind of just for the flat rides, I did the trick where you take two lights and put them across and just slowly rotate them until you get like a circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall I really like how the lighting came out. The mini golf is another place that's slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course the woods, I was like, I could light them up, but I think it looks better if they were just like completely dark. But yeah, one other thing I was thinking of doing but never got really round to was like, well, from here what I could do is have like use terrain paint to make it like some sort of running trail around the back here that kind of loops around. But I was like, that will take time. I then have to, instead of doing the tree trick, I have to properly detail the whole thing. And yeah, there was like a couple of things like that I kind of put on the if I have time list that just never really happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
altogether, how long would you say it took you to make Alpine Falls?
I need to think, because my total Planet Coaster playtime went up by a lot. There's a lot of times where I kind of just left it running, so I would have guessed maybe like 100 hours maybe.
Okay then.
Which for, I mean, if you compare it to some other creations that I've seen already, it's like nothing.
Well, yeah.
I think between like 70 and 100 hours, somewhere in there, is how long it took. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the park tour. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Creative and Ashen. In terms of
it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, been a pleasure.
So yeah, in terms of Alpine Falls content, there's going to be POV videos for all the coasters, and also as a bonus, I'm going to do a trailer, and also I'm going to condense all the building footage into like one 3-minute time lapse. It's just like a super speed build. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Ashen Creative there. Join the YouTube channels or Twitch in the description.
Well, I've got YouTube and Twitch, but I'd say Twitch for me because it's my most popular one, and I don't really upload on YouTube anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
same here.
Alright, so yeah, go check out their Twitch channels, drop them a follow, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.